Namo Namaha. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are joining. Just an introduction to Samskrita. Samskrita means Samskriti. Samskriti and Samskrita, they go hand in hand. Samskrita means Samyak. Sam means Samyak, complete. Krita means action. Your complete action, not a lopsided action, and full blossoming of the personality. The Samskrita means a culture. Our culture, it is a full blossoming. Every dimension of our personality must expand, whether in arts or science or music or painting or science, mathematics. Every dimension should blossom. That is called as Samskriti. Samskriti is also called as way of living. We need a language to communicate that one. That language which communicates this inner expansion, every dimension of our life, they coined it, they discovered what is called as Samskrita. Samskrita is called as a perfect language. Perfect language, so able to describe, express every dimension, every emotion of our personality. In other languages, for example, English is mainly a mercantile language, only for trading, business, commercial activity. There is no depth in the English language. Whereas Samskrita, deep emotions can be expressed properly, and that is also called as Devanagari. It's a divine language. Nagari means town. Devanagari, even in the heavenly region, this Samskrita is spoken. Samskrita is spoken. In the ancient time, the people used to travel from one part of the country to other part. What was the mode of communication? Though there were regional languages, they used to communicate through the Samskrita Bhasha. It was a link language, and it's still a link language. If you know Samskrita, you can understand other languages very quickly. If you know Samskrita, you can learn English or European language or other languages very quickly. The English, many parts of English language is been taken from Samskrita. And mouse, for example, it is called as Mushika. And Dwar for the door, it is called as Dwar. In English, it has become door. And Tripath, three in English, in Samskrita, it is taken in English as it is three. And three. Tripath, three-legged. The tripod. What is called as tripod in English, it has come from tripath. Pod is path. From the pada, tripada, it becomes tripath, tripod. In English, if you twist your tongue and say, it becomes an English language. And the guy in gau in Samskrita has become cow in English. And many things like mata becomes mother. Pita becomes Peter or for the father. Brata, brother. And many dimensions. If you know the Samskrita, it flows into the English. You can understand the English language also. And in Samskrita language, Samskrita, as our Yadunandan Acharya ji, he was talking about only Swara Akshara 15, but in fact 16 Swara Akshara are there. Like a, I, u, r, l, a, I, o, au, aha. Each word has come out to express something. What is the last two letters? Visarga is there. And aha. Means aham. We say aham. It is inside. When I say aham, by pointing within. Aham, literally we say it is an ego. That person's aham is too much. Aham, in fact, aham means the Lord inside oneself is called as aham. And Lord in the sky, in the sun, is called as aha in the daytime. The Lord in the sun is called as aha. Lord within everyone is called as that is why aham means literal meaning is ego, but deeper meaning is aheya, aham. I cannot exist without him. Means negative. Without that one, that's for me I can't exist. Aham and aha. Two. It's talking about the Supreme Lord, and one in the sun, aha, here, and the feminine characters, the 25 feminine characters are there, starting from kaka gaganga, chacha jajanya, tata dadana, papa baba ma, and this 5 in the series of 5, it is expressing the Prakriti. Prakriti, the 5, each line has 5 letters, has come in 5 layers. Ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. It's a 5 layers. 5 times 5, pancha, 5 called as pancha. Pancha, 5 series, it has become what is called as prapancha. Prapancha, this world is made up of the group of 5. Everything is divided into 5. It is called as prapancha. Prapanch means the world. In Samskrita, it is called as prapancha. In the group of 5, like 5, the gross element, earth element, water element, fire element, air element, and ether. 5. And each element has its own property, like earth has a smell, water has taste, fire has form, and air has a touch, and sound has, ether has sound. And to experience that one, we need the Jnanendriya, able to hear, ears, nose, our taste, tongue, see, eyes, and skin. 5 Jnanendriyas. 5 organs of action. Again 5. It is made up of legs, of my hands, able to talk, and 2 lower apertures for releasing the toxins, impurities from the body. It's a 5. It's classified in 5 way, and also in the body this we have 5 types of prana: apana, vyana, udana, samana, and 5 auxiliary pranas are there called as upaprana: naga, kurma, krikala, devadatta, dhananjaya. Everything in the divided into the group of 5, it is called as prapancha. And this is a feminine character. And feminine, why it is called as feminine? Because feminine character, it cannot exist by itself. It needs a support of masculine character. to it's called as masculine character. For example, if you want to say ka, k and a makes ka, ch and a makes cha, t and a makes ta. If you want to say that one, you need to combine together. Combined together, it becomes a feminine character. And neutral characters, 10 in number. 10 in number, ya, ra, la, va, sa, sha, sha, sa, ha, la, ksha. 10 numbers. In Tamilians and in even Telugu people, the sha is compromised. They in Telugu also they don't say sha, they don't differentiate that one, they say sa. In Tamil also that sha is missing. Sa, sha, sha. Sa, when you are saying, you are expressing through the labial region. Sha from inside in the and sha when you saying, it is coming from the guttural. Different areas. Sa, sha and ksha. A to ksha, if you count how many letters are there, 51 letters are there. A to ksha, 51 letters, that is called as Akshamala. Akshamala, the rosary, it has either 108 beads or 51 beads. Why 51 beads? Every letter is represented by one bead. So when I am doing the japa, it is nothing but I am contemplating on the Lord who has all names in all letters. He expresses through all names and in the all languages. That is the japa. Japa, Lord is not confined to only one name. My Lord has only one name. If you call him by any other name, he won't understand. You have to call my God by only one name. That is what many religions are talking about. Whereas in Samskrita says, God has all names, all forms. You can pick up whatever form you want, whatever name you want, you are talking about that one. A means Ananta, A means Ananda, E means Isha, whatever name you pick up, it is talking about only that Supreme Lord. You can call him through any name. Now, the feminine, this neutral character, ya, ra, la, we talked about. Why? What is the, when I am saying ya, what does it mean? Ya means it is connected to the air element. Air element. If people with skin disorder and skin problem, the mantras with ya, it helps in addressing that problem. Ya is connected to the air element. And not only ya, it is connected to the first letters in the feminine character. Ka, cha, ta, tha, pa. All representing to the air element. Air element in the body. People with respiratory problem, skin problem, they find the mantras with that one, a therapy for that one. And Ra means ya is yam, air element. Ra connected to the fire element. Ram. It is connected, the people with eye-related problem. Eye-related problem, they find this one beneficial. People with the digestive disorder, Ra. It's they find this one beneficial. In feminine character, Ka, Cha, Ta, Tha, Pa. It is connected to the it's a fire element. Then Lam is connected to the earth element. Earth element, it's a people with can't smell properly for them, and they have the heaviness in the body, or body mass is too low for them. Therapy on that one, and for them the la is connected to ga. Cha cha ja, ga ja, and ta 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 da. Da is again earth element. Ta ta da, da again earth element. Pa pa ba, ba is a earth element. It's connected to that one. And beautiful numerology is there. And vam, it is connected to the water element. It is connected to ka ka ga ga, cha cha ja ja, ta ta da da, da, ta ta da da, pa pa ba ba, pa pa ba ba. And these are connected to the water element in the body. Water element. And further moving on, ha in the this neutral is connected to ka ka ga ga nga, cha cha ja ja nya, ta ta da da na, ta ta da da na, pa pa ba ba ma, ha, nga, nya, na, all ma is connected to the ether element. People with hearing problem, the therapy part, it is contained in that one. It's a numerology, it's not just a word, it is connected. Every letter has a resonance, it has an impact on the health of the body. This Akshamala, ksha means kshara means distraction. Aksha, A to ksha, no distraction. Sound cannot be destroyed. Whatever I have spoken now, it cannot be erased. It is recorded in a cassette player called as Akashic cassette player. It cannot be erased. One can tap into that one in deep meditation. One can tap into that one. Akashic cassette. One can tap into that one, and one can hear those messages. One can tap into that messages, and this Aksha sound is indestructible. And Akshara means A to Ksha, Ra means Ramate. Supreme Lord reveals Himself through each and every letter of this Akshara. This though 51 are, we can say, many letters which goes in between. It is hidden within. It is infinite. It's Aksha means infinite. Like different sounds are there. How to put that one? They broadly classify into group them, and it is infinite letters are there. Infinite way you can communicate your feeling with others. There are infinite, but these are the gross way they are put together. For example, in Tamil, alphabets are compromised. Many letters are compromised, and so expression is not full. In Sanskrit, 51 letters are there. Tamil is around 25. Half of them you compromise. You want to say something, but you say something. For a Ganesha, if you want to say, instead of saying Ganesha, you say Kanesha. For Tamilian, may sound the same. Whether Kanesha or Ganesha may sound the same, but people are used for other languages, they can easily make out a difference. It's a complete it's for complete expression, Samskrita plays a dominant role, and the one such Amarakosha is there. Amarakosha, a child is taught. The Amarakosha, Amarasimha, he was a Buddhist 2000 plus years back. What he did, he brought the similar groups of letters, words together so that people can memorize things well. He grouped things together. For earth, he grouped all the collected words together and said, for water, what are the possible ways of expressing the water? And what about a warrior? All groups together. What about the heavenly region? He grouped it together. For example, he starts with the heavenly region. Amara, repeat after me. Amara, Nirjara, Deva, Tridasha, Vibhuda, Suraha, Suparvana, Sumanasa, Tridivesha, Divokasaha. Now here in one shloka he mentioned Amara, Nirjara, Deva, Tridasha, Vibhuda, Suraha, Suparvana, Sumanasa, Tridivesha, Divokasaha. 10 synonyms, he grouped it together. They meaning the same. Amara means no death. The divine beings. Even in the Swarga, they have no death, means they don't die like us very frequently. They have long life. They have to long life, and it is our 100 years is one day for them. As you go up, and for example, Brahma's lifespan is 100 years. How it is measured? His 1 second is equivalent to 100,000 human years. As you elevate yourself up, your time scale changes. And they have to vacate. Only changeless portfolio, all position, like maybe Brahma's position, maybe Rudra's position, maybe Indra's position, Yama's position, or Varuna's position, and Vayu's position, Agni's position, they are only a post. Once the term is over, they have to vacate. They will be replaced with other. Everyone will be replaced. They have a duration. Only one post, it is not up for grab. It is always there. It is not changeable. That is the Supreme Lord. That post is never vacant. For other posts, after their term, they vacate and go. The Supreme Lord is not changeable. Supreme Lord, Purusha and Prakriti, they are unchangeable. Rest, they have to change. Everyone, it's after their term, they vacate and another one will come. For example, in Ramayana, it talked about Lord Rama said he was so pleased with Hanuman's service, and he said, after my term, after the term of present Kalpa, Brahma's period, you will become next Brahma. Brahma will be liberated, along with he will take all the liberated souls along, and that post will be occupied by present Brahma. And there will be another Hanuman once he goes there. That is the it has grouped for this one, and another one, Dhi Varga. Dhi means for the intellect. Dhi. Dhi Shakti, he grouped words together. Buddhi,
Buddhi,
Manisha,
Manisha,
Dishana,
Dishana,
Dhi,
Dhi,
Prajna,
Prajna,
Shemushe,
Shemushe,
Matihi.
Matihi.
And next one, he grouped that one like the all are synonyms talking about the intellect. Intellect and for work, for expression, he grouped words together like Shruti,
Shruti,
Stri,
Stri,
Veda,
Veda,
Amna,
Amna,
Astraya,
Astraya,
Dharnostu,
Darnostu,
Tadvidihi, Tadvitihi.
Tadvitihi.
It's the group together. It helps us to, while knowing this one, it helps us to remember so many words. So many words, how to remember that one. It helps in this Amarakosha, helps us to remember the synonyms together, and I will touch upon the Patala Sarga, the underneath Adho Bhuvana,
Adho Bhuvana.
one, underneath the earth, various words are there. Various words are said to convey the messages. In English, we are poor, we have to say the only one particular word, whereas Samskrita, there is no dearth of words. Adho Bhuvana,
Adho Bhuvana.
Patala,
Patala.
Bali,
Bali. Bali.
Sadmara,
Sadmara.
Patalam,
Patalam.
Nagaloka,
Nagaloka.
Kuharam,
Kuharam.
Shushiram,
Sushiram.
Viharam,
Viharam.
Bilam.
Bilam.
That these are words are used to convey things below the earth. This it's a very fascinating Samskrita, and I was exposed to Amarakosha as a child. I used to go to a Samskrita class where they used to teach Samskrita, they used to make us memorize these ones, and in absence of Yadunandan Acharya ji, I got an opportunity to revisit what I learnt as a child. And welcome to the portals of Samskrita. Samskrita, as I mentioned, enriches the culture within. Helps in opening up your understanding of Shastra, your inner dimension opens up. Able to express properly increases. Able to communicate increases. Helps you to think in a different dimension. It helps us. If you are in music, if you are in science, if you are in mathematics, by learning Samskrita, it will help understanding the science much better, and in India, we are forced now. Back in India also, it's becoming common, and children here, they talk in English. Here, even Indians, even mothers, parents, they think talking in English is a matter of pride. And when you think, you are moving away from your mother tongue. You have to speak in your mother tongue and think in your mother tongue. For example, in Japan, the scientists, they think only in Japanese. The creativity, they are highly creative. Or German, French, they think only in their language. Whereas here, we are forced to think in another language, when you are forced to think in another language, English I mentioned, it's a mercantile language, the creativity gets very limited. If you start thinking in your mother tongue, your whatever is your mother tongue, think in that dimension. Your creativity increases. How to increase the creativity? Resort to your mother tongue. If you adopt somebody else's language, your creativity diminishes. That is what Indian ex-president Abdul Kalam ji also was telling. He studied in a government Tamil medium school, and his science also in research. He used to think only in Tamil language. Because of that, he was highly creative. I encourage all of you to move away from English at home. Talk to your children in your mother tongue. It's a matter of pride. There is not to be ashamed, and English anyway they learn. If the children are talking only in English, you don't respond. You say that you have to talk in English. This house is English free zone. You can say this house English free. You have to talk. When you start forcing, initially they may rebel, but when they learn the mother tongue, it's a great asset for them. Samskrita, the culture, language is nothing but a Samskrita, able to convey the feeling better. And Samskrita is a medium, and Samskrita has gone into each and every language in Indian language. It is an underlining thread, and if you talk in your mother tongue, and you are slowly getting exposed to Samskrita also. With this one, and I encourage all of you to learn Samskrita to enrich your Samskriti.